Hi, I'm Mike Overly, author of Bass Encyclopedia. Welcome back. In this video, I'd like to introduce you to my new book from 12 Tone Music Publishing, Tone Note Music Method for Bass, Volume 1. Now I can hear you thinking out there already, why do we need another bass method? And so I would answer that question right off the bat and say, we don't. The world doesn't need another bass method, but it certainly does need a music method for bass. And that's what the tone note music method for bass is all about. So, contrary to the cliche that you've probably heard, which is don't judge a book by its cover, I would actually like you to judge this book by its cover. The Tone Note Music Method for Bass, Volume 1. Now, what do I mean by that? And why is that so important to differentiate between what is a music method and what is a bass method? I'll say this sentence. Bass is an object and doesn't have a method. Music is a subject and does have a method. So, here's the bass, and it's an object. Objects don't have methods. Think about it this way. If I said the object was a car, does a car have a method? If it was a pencil, does a pencil have a method? The answer is no, they're just objects. So what the bass is an object that has no method, and therefore your bass methods are actually the opinion of the person who wrote the bass book. Now, in contrast to that, music is a subject, and subjects have methods. So therefore, you would think about music as being a subject like any other subject. So let's say you were going to go take a lesson from an English teacher, and you're only like 6 years old, 5 years old. The first thing that the English teacher would tell you is, if you want to learn English, learn the alphabet, A, B, C, D. Then if you want to take a math lesson, the math teacher would all say the same. They would say, learn to count, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the same way that English is a subject and therefore has a method, and math is a subject and has a method, music is a subject and has a method. And if you would then go and take music lessons, music instructors would all say the same thing. There are 7 letters in music, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And from that, it unfolds, and you continue on with your learning of music and applying it to your bass, thereby making the bass a musical instrument and therefore tone note music method for bass. So, tone note music method for bass is not a bass method, it's a music method. And to help us understand the idea a little bit more, I created a connect the dots picture on the cover. A little connect the dots picture of the bass. Now, what's so amazing about the connect the dots picture is that every little 6-year-old kid knows what that is. I've got 6-year-old students, and they all know. But something is happening that's much more informative and instructive about what's really going on with the connect the dots picture as it relates to learning. So here's the way the connect the dots picture can help you understand the tone note music method for guitar. There are 4 ideas that connect the dots pictures tell us. One is to start at the beginning. Now, this is an important, and of course, ask any 6-year-old and they'll tell you that dot 1 is the beginning of a connect the dots picture. The important difference in what I just said was start and beginning could be the same if you say start at the beginning. However, start could mean not the beginning, just start wherever you want. So in other words, if you want to do a connect the dots picture and you want to start someplace, you could start on 8. Well, it probably is not going to help you very much. So start means that you could start anywhere you want. The beginning is specifically the beginning, and there's only one beginning, and the beginning is 1. So if you start at the beginning, then start and beginning are the same, and that's what the tone note method presents. Let's start at the beginning. The second thing that every young person knows is that if you start at the beginning 1, then you actually connect in order. It's the in-orderness of things that make it flow with understanding as we have music method. So I have idea 1, connect to 2, connect to 3, 4, 5, 6, in order all the way through. So the first idea is of the connect the dots. Start at the beginning. Second idea is connect in order. Third idea is that when you connect all the numbers of the connect the dots in order, then you end at the end. In other words, what happens is the beginning is the end. And you can prove that because you could start at the end and work your way in order all the way backwards, and you would end up from the end to the beginning. So beginning to end to beginning, it's the same. And what that really means is that when you start at the beginning, connect in order, and reach the end that connects to the beginning, at that point, then you see the picture. And that seeing the picture is your understanding. And since you want to understand how to play music on the bass, if you start at the beginning, connect in order, realize that the end is the beginning, you will actually see the picture of playing music on your bass. So I would invite you all to come back and see further videos that we will have on the tone note music method for bass, Volume 1, as we go deeper into the book and present ideas. But in the meantime, be sure to visit 12tonemusic.com, where there's a lot more information on music and the bass. And that's it for this video. Until next time, I wish you the best of all good things.